stories are meant to be stewarded. We don't own them. They are worship to be given out and told often. Thanks, Jackie Hill Perry, for that amazing quote. They are not our own. They're meant to be given away as God sees fit. And this is where my passion is. Because who doesn't love a great story? I mean, I'm an avid reader. I read a whole lot. I mean, every kind of book I can get my hands on. I love a great story. I will watch all the classic movies. Big black and white fan. Love it. It's all about the story and the characters. Even Jesus himself used stories to share the power of the gospel, power of himself. I will never get over it. I won't. I mean, when I think of the woman who had been ill for so long and so desperate, and been to all the doctors, heard all the diagnoses, and not having any healing, and complete outcast. I mean, completely. She dared to go past the crowd and just touch the hem of Jesus. And what I love most about this is what happened next. Is that the woman not only was healed from this illness that had plagued her, but it's what Jesus did next. He restored her dignity, and gave her the next step, which was telling her story. She told her story in front of people who cast her out. And she gave praise to her healer. When I think of the woman at the well, who Jesus came for. That's why he was going to the well, just for her. Just to hear her, listen to her, and tell her the truth and love. And when she ran back, it was all about him. She shared who Jesus was in her. And the whole village knew Jesus. They ran to him. That excites me. It excites me because you have a story. And you have one that is you doing dishes, laundry, going to the store, sitting in traffic, and you're worshiping, you're praying. Maybe it's one where you woke up today weary and you didn't want to get out of bed, and you prayed and you felt energy, and you got up and you got to go through your day where you're doing those dishes and it's weighing on you like, oh, I'm doing this again. And the mundane is just weighing on you. And Jesus reminds you what you're doing matters, and you're serving so beautifully. And that's the word that you got, and it changed your entire day. It changed how your family interacted. That story right there, that's the one that needs to be shared. Tell it. Tell it to your friends, your neighbors, a stranger that looks like you did a couple hours ago before you prayed. Let that person know. You are loved, you matter. And what you're going through, it's heard, you're cared for, and so wanted. And let me tell you how I know. I was with Jesus today doing my dishes or in the traffic, or when I really wanted to shout at my boss and my great counselor gave me another way. You have a story, and it's incredible. And every day, Jesus is adding to your story, adding ways that you are following Him, ways that He's giving you opportunities to take the next step with Him, to take one step forward with Him. He's leading the way. He is in our future and in our past and right here with us. You're not alone in this step. It can feel so lonely, like you're on an island somewhere by yourself going through all these things. I know. Believe me. I know. I've been through some really rough things, really hard arguments that I started, mistakes I'm making. And I am finding redemption and restoration and forgiveness every single time I go to the feet of Jesus. You are welcome there too. Very, very welcome. You are loved. And your story that you're holding in is holding someone else back from their next step. They need to hear your story. How Jesus is talking to you, how you're talking to Him, how rough it was, how distant He may feel, but He isn't. All of it, absolutely is important and is precious. It is a treasure. And every time you share your story, I want you to know that I listen. It is truly a treasure to me, and it's a gift. It's a way of worship, and it is so amazing. The word says, we rejoice with those who rejoice, and we mourn with those who mourn. And that isn't a sharing where we're at. You have to do that first, so we can rejoice with you, and so we can cry with you. I look forward to more of this in 2023. I look forward to more of you sharing your stories. And I want you to know there's a community called the Love Your Story Community. And in this community, it's a safe place to come and to just share and to give prayer and praise together and practice our stories. I mean, we practice everything else. We want to go for other goals, and we learn, and we go to books, and we exercise, or we do what we need to do. Why not do it with this gift that Jesus has given you, with what He has done in your life? It's okay. Let's practice it. Let's get you in there and you do a video and practice in front of people who are going to just encourage and love on you and pray over you for who the person is that God says, now it's time. Share. Come join us. You are loved. Keep sharing your story.